Hey everyone, welcome back on the channel. Welcome back to another Upscaler modding video. So first thing first, this is only just the Upscaler of FSR 3.1 XCSS and FSR 2.2.1. This is not any kind of frame generation. If you are looking for that, this is not the video, but I have heard some users are able to use the frame generation with this Optiscaler. They pasted the Uniscaler 9 along with this Optiscaler and they made it work. So it's not been working for me, so I won't going to mention that. So this is going to be a little bit longer than expected because this video have 3 methods of doing this. So I'll show each one of those, and we're going to try this on 2 games. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit longer. Do try to stick with the video. So let's begin without any delay. So first of all, we will be needing this Optiscaler zip. So we're going to extract it to the desktop. Now we're going to go to the installation directory of Rise of the Tomb Raider. This first method is only for the RTX card and the AMD newer cards like RX 6000 series, 7000 series, those cards. So in this method, it is very simple. You just need to copy everything from the Optiscaler zip and paste it into the directory and just run the game. Now for the second method, it will be for the AMD cards, like older AMD cards and the GTX card. So in this method, what you will need to do, you need to paste this DXGI along with this mod to the same folder where we pasted the Optiscaler, like the rottr.exe installation folder right here. Now even if this doesn't work, we're going to try now a third method, which is going to be a little bit longer. So do try to follow me step by step, do not mess up. Yeah, so let's begin the third step. It's a little bit harder, do follow. So first of all, we're going to copy everything from this Optiscaler to the installation folder of the game. Now we will need to remove the DXGI if you have pasted it already. So we're going to delete this DXGI if you have pasted it already. Now if you go to the installation folder, you will see that the NVGX DLL, which we just pasted from the Optiscaler mod file, and you will see NVGX dlss.dll, like this is the original DLSS file from the game. So for some game, it will be located directly into the installation folder where the executable is located, and for some game the DLSS will be located into some random folder like Redist, Nvidia, third party, something like that. I'll put some file path for 1 to 2 games on your screen, so you can maybe follow this path and get your Nvidia DLSS and DLSS file. So after you find this DLSS file, you will need to make a folder on your desktop, and I'm just going to name it to rename because we need to rename these files. So once you file the original DLSS of the game, copy that original DLSS and the nvgx.dll, which we just copied from the Optiscaler. So we need to copy these 2 files and paste it into the rename folder. Now in here we will need to rename this and this. To what I will show you. First, select the nvgx.dll and copy it to dxgi.dll. So this is going to be different in size because the original DXGI is only 300 KB. So don't mess up with that. Just rename it to dxgi.dll, and after that come to the bottom, nvgx.dlss.dll, rename it and remove the DLSS and the hyphen and name it to only nvgx.dll. Now we're going to copy these 2 to the installation folder. Now why we did it in the extra folder? If we do it in the same folder and if you miss it somehow, you will lost your original DLSS file. So yeah, it's always safer to do it outside of your game folder. So if you don't understand, you can just go back to the video and you can just do this step. I have told it very slowly and clearly. Alright, now after these steps, you will need to enable the driver signature override. So for this time, it's not the disable signature override. You will need to double click on the enable signature override and click on yes and OK. Now we're going to go back in the game and show you the Upscaler UI or Upscaler tool, which we'll use to change the upscaler like FSR 3.1 and FSR 2.2. So yeah, let's head back into the game now.
The new list of prices for offline activated and rental games, as you can see on your screen right now. Feel free to pause the video at any time and select your games, then come to Discord and send message to the cheap games buying channel or just DM me.
Alright, we are back inside the game. Now if you look at the FPS, it's staying around 80. Yeah, it's dropping to 70, like it's this area, it's around 80 to 70. Now we need to go back to the option, then display, and if you have done everything correctly and follow those steps, you should be able to see that DLSS is now visible even on GTX and AMD card. So we need to enable the DLSS in order to gain access to the UI with the insert button. So we need to set the DLSS on quality, and this is the main option how you can change this preset. Like in that UI, I will show you in a second, you won't get the quality levels options. So we need to enable the DLSS. Now we go back. You can already see the FPS is boosted a little bit, like from 80, 70 to 90 and 100. Now we're gonna press insert key on the keyboard and it will bring up this kind of UI. Now this is similar to the DLSS enabler, like some options are reduced, but yeah, it's basically the same thing. So we're going to select this upscaler menu. We will click on this arrow and you can see here some kind of upscalers. These are the upscalers which are available right now. So right now it's on DLSS. Notice these options, these textures, these are little bit smooth. So when I select FSR 3.1 and apply it, you will see that these texture become a little bit like sharper, because FSR 3.1 uses a little bit sharp. And yeah, now how you can change the quality levels, you need to go to the display setting again, and from here you will be able to change the quality levels. Like if I set it to ultra performance right now, I will be able to get more frames, like 130 to 140 along with FSR 3.1 upscaler. You can also change it from you can also change the upscaler. If you press the insert key again, you can select the XeSS also, and you can click on apply and go back to the game, and you will be able to use the XeSS. Now XeSS will give you a little bit less FPS than FSR 3.1 because it gives slightly better image quality, I think. So yeah, it's a little bit less FPS, but it's good, I think, in image quality. You can also use the FSR 2.2.1, which is very good. So we're going to apply that too and see how much FPS. Yeah, it's better in FPS, but image quality is a little bit blurred. I don't know if you can notice in the video. So this is the Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, tested successfully. Now we are going to test it into the Kenna Bridge of Spirit. So I will show you how to do that in Kenna Bridge of Spirit. So we're going to installation directory of Kenna Bridge of Spirit, which is here. Now we're going to go to the Kenna binaries Win64. Now where the Win64 shipping is located, we're going to paste the Optiscaler here. Since I have an RTX card, I'm not going to repeat the method 2 and 3, but if you can't see the DLSS in game, you will need to repeat the method 2 and 3, which I just showed earlier. So yeah, I'm just gonna simply enable the signature override and run back into the game and show you the image quality about this mod in Kenna. Alright, we are back in the game. Now as usual, we won't gain any access to the UI now pressing enter insert key if we don't have the DLSS activated. So we're gonna go back to the option, graphics, advanced graphics, and we're going to see the DLSS. If we have done everything correctly, we will be able to see the DLSS. We're going to set it on quality maybe and come back to the game, and you can already see FPS is a little bit boosted. Now we're going to press the insert key. In Kenna, XeSS is very effective. Like if I press XeSS and apply, and you can see that it's similar to DLSS. And if I go back to the option, I can also change the setting, the preset level. Like even performance of XeSS is very good, a performance mode of XeSS. Like if I come back to the game, you can see performance mode barely makes any difference in here, but I'm still getting some frames like from 80 to 105. Like this game is very heavy on the GPU side. So yeah, I'm getting around 20 frames. My settings are, I think, on high or ultra something. Yeah, it's on high right now. So yeah, I can also use the ultra performance on XCSS. It's also very good. Like you can see on the face, there's a little bit shimmeriness, but yeah, FPS is very much boosted, like from 80 to 120. So yeah, it's not frame generation, but the image quality is very good to even use with the maybe performance and ultra performance mode. So now, for whom will this mod be useful? Like who can use this mod and find it useful? Obviously the non RTX users, like the older AMD cards and some GT and all the GTX users, like they won't have access to the DLSS. So in games which don't have FSR, like this game or Rise of the Tomb Raider, they don't have the DLSS option in non RTX card. Like they don't have any other upscaler like FSR 2. So you can use this mod in those games to get some extra FPS and maybe also image better the image quality. So yeah, this will be it for this video. Now if this video helps you, you can subscribe to the channel. If you are facing any kind of issue while installing this mod, comment down below. I'll be more than happy to help you. And if you want to discuss more about some upcoming future mods and everything, don't forget to join the Discord, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, cheers.